Phil's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to the Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome to the Splash Live on this beautiful Friday right here in West Bloomfield. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Dave Scott. So good to have you with us. Splash Live, of course, is part of 90 minutes of live television each and every day right here on Civic Center TV. Starts out with a splash, of course, very local, West Bloomfield and our communities. Tyler Keefe steps in this morning at 10 o'clock. He'll have complete coverage of things going on locally, plus around the county and around the state of Michigan. It is 90 minutes live local television for you each and every Monday through Friday right here in Civic Center TV. So easy to watch us across all of our outlets. We're everywhere you need to be on cable TV, as we have been for over 20 years on Comcast Channel 15. If you're an AT&T subscriber, you can find us there on their menu system on Channel 99. We're also available on the web. Over 50,000 people every year come to civiccentertv.com to watch our live programming and also to be able to tune in to all of our archives and pick up a lot of great community information. We're there this morning live. Of course, also available on social media. You can listen to us and watch us on Facebook. You can also tune in and watch on YouTube. Just search for Civic Center TV. Good morning to our enormous radio audience listening all across the Greater West Bloomfield area on the station that I was so proud to be a part of putting on the air back in 1974, along with Dave Albury and a bunch of other really fine people like my late brother Chuck Scott. 89.3 Lakes FM, all of our programming right there. And it's all there for you on a very sunny day here in the Greater West Bloomfield area. We've got more of this unbelievable weather, already up into the 50s this morning, and we're going to make it to 80. Is that right? Jared, is that right? 83 degrees. Oh my goodness. 83 degrees and sunshine today, cooling off to 54 tonight, good sleeping weather, 81 tomorrow, and then Sunday a little bit of rain sneaks in, but still in the 70s, and enjoy it through the weekend because we're back to our typical spring-like 50-degree weather next week. So get out and enjoy. What a great community we live and work in large part due to all the organizations, the hospitals, all of our businesses, and the West Bloomfield schools. Big news from the schools this morning. The International Center for Leadership in Education, they call themselves the ICLE, named West Bloomfield Middle School a 2023 model school. How about that? WBMS was recognized due to its focus on relationships and rigorous and relevant academics that impacted students. It was apparent to the organization that West Bloomfield Middle School recognizes opportunities for growth, fosters culture, and holds high expectations for all students. West Bloomfield Middle School is one of 30 model schools from across the United States. Now, that's pretty good company to be keeping when you're in a group of only 30. One of 30 schools that will share best practices coming up at the conference of the ICLE 31st Annual Model Schools Conference. The event provides inspiration to thousands of passionate teachers and leaders and affirms the great work that they do and challenges them to share and replicate all of this great work across other schools. So congratulations to the West Bloomfield Middle School winning that amazing award. Now, it's, of course, the infrastructure that they have there is part of it. It's the teachers, it's our administration, it's our community, all coming together to make that an amazing school. When the school came out, we had a video to see the new, beautiful building. If you've not been there, let's roll that video from when the building was just opened so you could have a look inside the award-winning West Bloomfield Middle School. visual arts, performing arts, athletics, outdoor learning, and more. You know, I've not even been in the gym. Look at that, the amazing gym. There's a great aerial view of the all-new West Bloomfield Middle School. Look at that, the track behind. I've done all these things there, and I've not even, I really got to walk the building a little bit more. Jared, I'm glad we showed that video today, because, you know, I go there, do these events, and then run off to my next meeting. So there it is, the all-new, amazing West Bloomfield Middle School, full of great students, great administrators, and amazing teachers, of course. So good news here. Baseball is back in West Bloomfield, and that's good news because we happen to have one of the very best high school baseball teams in the state of Michigan, and they're already off to a great start. West Bloomfield's in a three-game series, just wrapped up a three-game series against Rochester Adams. In Game 3 of the series, Steve Fountain hit a walk-off double, scoring Adrian Epps and Jackson Staff and salvaging a victory in the first league series of the year. Thanks to our good friends over at the Prep, we've got video. Let's watch that walk-off hit.
Epps off a second. That is driven deep to left field. Going back is Pico, and that is over his head off the wall. Epps around third to score. Staff around third to win it. The throw to the plate is in time. Not in time. Lakers win. Lakers win. Debster went down for the tag, and Staff beat the throw.
All right, so a great clip there from the folks at the Prep who covered the game live. A sensational job. Thank you guys for allowing us to use that video, and a really nice job of the Lakers and that walk-off run for West Bloomfield. So the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition tells us today that binge drinking is defined as consuming 5 or more drinks on an occasion for men, or 4 or more drinks on an occasion for a woman. And unfortunately here in our country, 1 in 6 adults binge drink. The West Bloomfield Community Coalition advises you to recognize that and, you know, make sure you're not getting yourself in trouble. Take it easy out there when you are consuming it, of course. You can't have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 drinks and then go drive ever. That binge drinking will get you messed up. Be careful. Now, this is something, of course, that we're cognizant of course, here at our show. Jared and I out last night for the Michigan Film Industry Gathering in Ferndale. You can see this is a great event in one of the clubs in Ferndale last night to promote the MIFIA. This is an organization that wants to see the Michigan film funding from the state of Michigan that drove so many Hollywood movie productions to our state, created a lot of business, to bring that back and see if we can get going again. Now, there's Jared. Now, he drank, I just want you to know, it was 1 beer and 1 beer only, right? Okay, good. Just checking in on that. So following the rules. Speaking of getting out and having a good time, big performance tonight from one of our own West Bloomfield couple, great family here in West Bloomfield, are great friends of mine, and that's Byron and Michelle Conselmo. And they are taking their big show on the road tonight over to the east side. And the Byron Legacy Band will be performing tonight at the Italian American Hall for a great dinner theater experience. If you want to go, too bad. They've already sold out tickets, but we wanted to take an opportunity and wish our good friends Byron and Michelle. Hopefully they break a leg tonight, as they say in the biz. Have a great performance. And if you do want to see it and you can't make it out there, why not, you know, support some local West Bloomfield musicians who really, you know, managed their growing, you know, helping their kids grow up, go to West Bloomfield schools, work really hard at their day jobs, and then are both absolutely amazing musicians. Last summer, I was able to catch up with them at a performance that they did in downtown Birmingham. And let's just play one song from that concert last summer from the Byron Legacy Show.
wandering far without a home, not without a star. Free, only want to be free. We huddle close, hang on to the tree. On the proceed on the plains, we come into America, never looking back again. We come into America, and it seems so far away. We're traveling like today, in the eye of the storm, in the eye of the storm. Shining place, make our beds and we'll sing our praise. Freedom's like burning warm. Freedom's like burning warm. Sing. Everywhere around the world, we come into America. Every time that flag's unfurled, they come into America. Got a dream we've got to share. They come into America. Got a dream we've come to share. They come into America. Sing. They come into America. They come into America. They come into America. They come into America today. 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 My country 'tis of thee. Today. Sweet land of liberty. Today. Of thee I sing. Today. Of thee I sing. Today. 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 Today.
All right, really nice job. The Byron Legacy Act. By the way, also, you might have seen the kids there. Those were West Bloomfield High School students that were there accompanying Byron and Michelle Conselmo. What a great performance. Good job, too, by Bloomfield Birmingham Community Television, recording all of that live. Great video and a great performance. And again, they are my dear friends, Byron and Michelle. Great West Bloomfield family. We wish them the best of luck with tonight's sold-out performance. And they say this is their last show, you know, and all these performers do that. It's the last show ever. The Who did that, the Rolling Stones did that, and they keep coming back. So hopefully we'll get Michelle and Byron to do some more shows for us. But tonight, if you want to watch a show, all you got to do is go to michigandigital.com/Byron and check out the show. Should be a lot of fun. Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society invites you to join them for light refreshments from 1 to 4 o'clock on April 23rd to celebrate the completion of the 4 Communities exhibit and the official opening of the Francis Gadd Gallery. 4 Communities exhibit features Kego, Orchard Lake, Sylvan Lake, and West Bloomfield. How about that? All of our communities. So get out and do that again. Mark your calendar. We'll have more on that as we get closer. April 23rd is the date. We're almost done with this amazing video of Paul Wilbur's home renovation and the video of his presentation he did recently over at the West Bloomfield Public Library. We had a sold-out crowd. I want to say 150 people packed into the small room there at the library for his presentation. Not only does he talk about the restoration of this amazing home, you can see some of the pictures inside, and of course the beautiful beautiful house in here in West Bloomfield. But in addition to that, he talks about the amazing history of our area and how homes like this and of course the auto barons and vacationers and people who are living in Detroit were coming to our area to enjoy the area. So that video, look for that next week here on Civic Center TV. Get over and support the Historical Society. Amazing work for you they're doing over there, and we really look forward to highlighting that video on Civic Center TV next week. The West Bloomfield clerk needs your help. Of course they need your help with elections coming up. They are looking for West Bloomfield election inspectors, and it's a good opportunity for you to get a job, very small part-time job, but an important part-time job that helps our community do what we need to do. You can give back to the community, make some extra cash. If you're a college student and you want to enhance your resume, good way to do it. If you're retired but you're looking to, get together some people, make a couple of extra bucks and just dip your toe in the workforce, good way to do it. For more information, you can call the clerk's office, 248-451-4848. Again, the number 248-451-4848. So, with the nice weather, one thing you might want to think about doing this weekend is heading off to the Detroit Zoo. During the wintertime, the animals aren't as active, they don't have them out. Nice weather, 83 degrees, all the animals will be out. I promise you, this will be a huge weekend at the Detroit Zoo. So if you get out there, you might want to get out there early. It's so much fun. If you've not been there in a couple of years, go back to the Detroit Zoo. It is such a treasure that we have here in our area, just a short drive from West Bloomfield, Kego, Sylvan, Orchard Lake. So get out and do that. We're going to talk to Randy Hamilton in a moment. I had a chance to catch up with her, Randy from the zoo, caught up with her earlier this week when I was in Grand Rapids at the Governor's Conference on Tourism, and she had all kinds of news and updates for us from the zoo. So stick around. We're going to play that for you in a minute. We'll be back with more on The Splash Live right after this.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. What's happening around you? What's happening around you? Hear about state events, businesses, and from the people behind them on the MegaCast, an hour-long TV, radio, and streaming show keeping you informed on the day-to-day news. Listen in on talks with volunteer groups, documentarians, and financial advisors, Monday to Friday with your host, Tyler Kieft. Catch the MegaCast weekdays from 10 a.m. to 11 on Civic Center TV, 89.3 Lakes FM, and streaming on mymytv.com. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Not in our studio today. I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan for the Governor's Conference on Tourism. Huge event here for the state of Michigan. All of the tourist industry gets together to talk about our successes, things we can do better, and how to make your summer and really your entire year a whole lot more fun. We're delighted now to be joined by Randy Hamilton. I know I'm going to get this wrong. The director of, go ahead.
The VP of Guest Experience.
VP of Guest Experience, and there's more.
Marketing and Communications.
Excellent. How do you fit all that on a business card?
I don't. I just stick with guest experience. It works perfect.
Randy, the Detroit Zoo is so important to our community. It is, you think of the Detroit Lions, the Tigers, the river, our expressways. You're an institution. You're like part of the foundation of our community. How's that feel?
Oh, it's an amazing, amazing experience to be part of that family and work with that team every day. It's iconic. Everyone walks in those gates and you can see the excitement at the beginning of every season. And, it's just incredible to watch the memories form for the families whenever they come.
Well, we look forward to the boating season, and we look forward to the Detroit Zoo opening up. Weather's finally improved, and you've just opened up, correct? We
did. We just had, we are open year-round, I will say that. But, this past weekend was really the kickoff to the new season. So we just hosted Bunnyville, which we saw more than 20,000 visitors between Friday and Saturday this past weekend to celebrate the holiday weekend and just the spring festivities in general. It's not just about the holiday,
right,
but welcoming the spring.
Randy, help me out. For those of us who don't have kids,
Sure.
what is Bunnyville?
Sure. It really is about spring, popping for the season. You come in and you get to join in on the golden Easter egg hunt, or you get to just go and travel throughout the zoo, see all of the animals that are back out in the zoo that maybe were in their habitats indoors for the season. So it's great to have that life being brought back for the season. And then there's lots of activities, lots of food and beverage around, including we have awesome custom milkshakes that our seasonal provider gives us. So we promote those with every event we have. And then that also is a great kickoff for some of our attractions like our carousel and our 4D theater. And then soon the train will be open in early May.
That is one of my favorite parts. As a little kid, let's talk about demographics, because you have different constituencies.
We do.
Let's talk mainly about a lot of the people watching right now that maybe want to take their kids or maybe take their grandkids to the zoo. Is there an age where you don't quite want to bring them yet? Or can you bring almost anybody?
Oh, the zoo is for everyone.
Okay.
The zoo is truly for absolutely anyone. We try to be as welcoming, encompassing of all walks of life and all ages. And we want everyone to just feel that they belong there and learn how to connect to nature, really, is the ultimate goal.
Well, really going to the zoo really is a family experience. So if you got some toddlers, wrap them up, bring them along, and your young ones are really going to love it. I think of the early days of my parents taking me to the zoo when I was a kid. It's just one of the first things that, as a youngster, you really get out and see the amazing world that you've been born into right before you in a way you never experienced before.
Absolutely. And not only are we for families, though, I will tell you this, there are a lot of things we do for programming for all ages. So our whole season of special events and private events and public events have really come back full force. So we now have our 21 and up 4-pack series, which is Zoo Brew, Summer Sips, Spooky Spirits around the Halloween time, and Polar Beers during Wild Lights. Those are all for an older demographic.
Did you say polar
Polar beers.
Okay,
we have
I got
two
it.
beer
All
tasting
right.
events and two that are around just some general cocktail. But then we also have our wonderful Sunset at the Zoo, which happens in June. That is another adult-only event. That's also our biggest fundraiser of the year, so people can not only come in and have a wonderful time joining local food and beverage vendors and really doing a wonderful gift back to the zoo if any way they can with our fundraising event that night. It's amazing.
Well, I'm glad you took us down that path because I do think that a date at the zoo is really amazing. It's something that we all did, One of my first dates, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the putt-putt course? No, let's go to the Detroit Zoo. A movie, something. It is,
Absolutely.
You're right, it is iconic.
It is really unique, and let me tell you, it's also a great place to get engaged. During Wild Lights, we often see about 30 engagements every year.
Weddings?
That book Wild Lights, and then you can come back and have your wedding. We do it all.
Well, the Detroit Zoo really is an amazing place, and it's so good that it's back and open again. And obviously in our community, we have a lot of seniors, so they've got the time, they've got the days, and I imagine when the kids are in school, especially as you're just coming into and getting into the fall seasons, it's a great time for people who have an open schedule to come visit the zoo.
Absolutely, and it's really, thank you for mentioning that, because we also have a really great connection with our communities. We receive a lot of support, especially from the Tri-County area. So we do Tri-County Senior Days twice a year. So usually they fall in June and September. I have to double check our dates off the top of my head. I'm afraid I don't remember right now, but all that information is on our website, detroitzoo.org. But on senior days, anybody who is a senior in the Tri-County area comes to the zoo for free.
Excellent. So Randy, our viewers, West Bloomfield, Keogh Harbor, Orchard Lake, Sylvan
Absolutely.
Lake, right here in the area.
All
Most
senior
of them are all going to probably be driving down. You continue to improve all the amenities for people getting in and out of the zoo as well.
Absolutely. We have lots of resources for those that are coming and going. I will also say we keep our website updated with all that construction going on all around 696 and Woodward. So we try to give everyone tips for the best way to get to us. And then once they're there on property, it is a big campus. It's 125 acres of expansive, beautiful land inside that urban setting. So it's a nice getaway, but it's also a lot to get around. So we have wagons, wheelchairs, strollers, electronic scooters, things available for guests if they need them. But you're also welcome to bring your own.
I'm just sitting here laughing to myself because we are marketers at a travel convention and doing everything we can to promote tourism. And so we're getting to all the stuff that we always get to. But we left out one important component for the zoo, the animals. What's new in your animal kingdom?
Sure. So what's really exciting is we have, just at the end of last season, we started to introduce a couple new species. The Allen swamp monkeys are an amazing addition to our primate team. And then we also just are starting to rework some of our habitats. So as our guests come, they'll notice some really neat and unique changes. We opened some indoor spaces that haven't been open for about 10 years. They're called the Hangout and the Grotto, where our lemurs can sometimes enjoy that indoor area and be seen indoors or also outdoors. And it gives you also a really unique point of view from behind the snow monkey habitat that we have there as well. And then it also allows for the guests to kind of go inside in a few more locations that you might normally have not seen before, especially on like a chilly or a rainy day. So that's nice.
Randy, spectacular job. Do you want to tell those people in West Bloomfield how to get information all
Absolutely.
about your all that you have to offer at the Detroit Zoo?
Certainly. Come see us anytime or day. General admission memberships are all available for purchase online at detroitzoo.org.
All right. Good to see you.
Thank you
you
so
for
much.
joining us
Pleasure.
on this. You've been on the Splash Live now. You
Thank
can add
you.
that to
I
your
can add that to my
immense media
bucket
resume.
Check it out.
All right, good job. Hey, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more. I'm in Grand Rapids today. Nice little break. It's beautiful weather this week, and we're getting some of the best stories going on right here in our community while I'm on the road. Don't go away. We'll be back with more on the Splash Live right after this.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Watch Civic Center TV with our brand new live captions. To turn on live captions, go to civiccentertv.com and click Watch Live. In your web browser, click on the Options tab in the top right and find the Accessibilities tab. Then just switch on live captions to heighten your enjoyment of our local programming. Thank you so much for watching Civic Center TV. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live. Dave Scott. Hey, isn't it great to see what's going on at the Detroit Zoo? And perfect timing to head out to the zoo with the amazing weather we have going on this weekend. Well, with the amazing weather, I got to go. There's a lot of fun stuff to do. We're heading out to Byron's concert, and we'll have coverage for you Monday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy everything you do. We'll see you next time right here on the Splash Live, where we cover everything West Bloomfield. Have a great day. Welcome back to the Splash.